break time. I'll decide when we take a break, Larry. All right, Larry, it's break time. So when I got back from my first launch, I noticed this screw laying on the deck, and I looked up, and sure enough, it had fallen out of the seat. So I'm going to have to deal with that. So I'm going to throw a little blue Loctite on these so the seats don't end up in the drink, and that should solve it. I guess the Loctite guy was gone that day. Okay, so this was actually the seat, the middle seat that I was going to review. It's got a step on it, so you can step up to the back deck. And I ordered a coin console, which basically hold your keys, cell phone, keep everything dry. But it didn't show up with my boat. It showed up with that seat. So I'm taking the old transom saver off my old boat. I'm gonna cut the end off and make a couple of stabilization bars across the hole. So when I put this pretend seat on there, there'll also be a step that's supported instead of just being all squishy. So since this transom saver is pretty rusty and old, I'm going to go ahead and sand it down with my random orbital, the 50 grit sandpaper, and just get them cleaned up real good so I can prime and clear coat them. And that should protect them from the weather. So here we go. So a little Rust-Oleum paint, and they're ready to go. I can install them in the boat right over the gas tank. And so now I've got the cover that was originally factory with that seat on it that we looked at earlier. I'm going to pre-drill some holes so I can put the back of that seat on this cover, and it's got a 3/4 inch thick rubber step on it, which will keep it from flexing also. But the step itself won't have the seat on it, so you won't be stepping on this. This will be the hurry up and leave seat. When you have the spare bedroom and the bed's super uncomfortable so nobody stays very long. That's what this seat's going to be like. It's mostly to kneel on when I look in the live well, so it's all about me. So this is the finished product, basically, and we're going to go attach it to the boat. And I did vacuum out the gas tank, which they kind of skipped a step. At Ranger, there's a lot of aluminum coils in there from work and screws. So as you can see, the box channels that I put in, the 2 gray bars there, are right in the step zone. And once this is down, it'll be doubled. So the step in front of that seat will be super strong, and I'll be able to kneel on it to admire my fish. And believe me, if there's a third passenger, they'll probably swim for shore. Oh, and by the way, my coin console is still on the way. So my salesman claims that it'll never show up, and there's no refund or anything, so I get an $8 seat instead of a $300 console. That seems fair.